Last week, I took a trip to Newmarket to visit a new entrant into the world of racing pigeons, equestrian vet Tim. I wanted to find out why he decided to take up the hobby, in the hope we could learn how to encourage more people into the sport.
So when I first told Kate that I was going to start racing pigeons, I think she thought it was a joke because I'm always coming up with daft things to do, but yeah, I sort of drip fed it really, and then the idea became a reality when I was on my way up to Newark with a trailer on the back to dismantle that loft and bring it home, and then yeah, one thing leads to another, doesn't it? And now she comes out and sees all the timber when I'm building another extension and just goes back inside. She's very supportive, to be fair. She'll let them out if I can't, and she's fully on board with it. Well, my granddad raced pigeons all his life, and he's got to an age now where he's not able to do it, and I always wanted to, but with work I've moved around, never been in the same place for long enough, but now I am, so now's the time. I think if you put it off too long, you'll never do it. You know, there's never a perfect time, is there? I'll just be very happy this season if I can get them coming home. If they go out and have a half respectable performance, I'll be happy with that. I would actually like to try and breed a little bit towards maybe a one loft race. I don't want to do that exclusively. I want to race them myself, that's the bottom line, but I'm quite interested in the breeding side, so I think I'd like to establish my own team first and then choose maybe from that. Whether that's a good selection criteria or not, I'm not sure, but... Right guys, Stanley, don't eat that. Come on.
Tim had already extended his loft to house some stock birds and camouflaged it green, no doubt in the hope his wife wouldn't notice.
Come on. That one's off. Stanley, leave that.
Does he eat the droppings?
Yeah, they love it. I need to make trays for under there.
Yeah, so people keep commenting saying you need to make trays. When do you get the
Yeah,
time?
exactly. It's a small thing that doesn't... Stanley,
Yeah,
leave it, come on.
It needs to be, and then when you do it, you go, like, I put lights in mine. I'm like, why did I not do this sooner?
That will be on the list, but did you run a proper cable?
Yeah.
And have you sort of just done standard wiring and then just put it all on a plug?
Yeah, because then you can use the timer.
Yeah.
There's probably a better way of doing it. Do you have a problem with sparrowhawks?
Not yet, but literally next village, he's had 8 lost. So like the guy who bred these for me.
Right,
yeah, he's lost 8.
In my view, this is where the future of the sport lies. People that have an affinity with animals and country sports, and we need to do more to encourage them into the fancy. Back home at my own loft, the race had been postponed until Monday due to the weather. It's hardly a great incentive for working people to join up, but that's pigeon racing. I'd taken the rest of the day off to see the birds come home and do a bit of rush tidying, man style.
Can't be having all mess and rubbish in the shop. Paintbrush, tennis ball, wood offcut, plastic cup. This won't do. Basket for the dropper. There's such a mess in here all the time, no matter what I do. It's a sunny day, but a headwind today. We've also sent 8 hens, hand-picked. So the birds were liberated at 9:35 in a fresh southwest wind. So I went to work, I got the notifications, I've come back, Charlie's on his way down, he's going to catch the bus, so he should be here in another 10-15 minutes. It's going to be about a 2-hour race, I think, today. Well, that's what Charlie thinks. It might be slightly under, slightly over, not sure, but it's definitely blowing quite a lot. So it's warmer than it was on Saturday. when we were going to have the race. But yeah, we'll see how they go on. What I like to do now is put this mask on, because I'm scraping out once a week, and I'll do that when I've sent the birds to the race. So there'll be quite a lot of dust and stuff in there. So put a mask on, have a quick scrape out now that they're at the race, and then the ones that I've left, which are mostly hens and then a couple of cocks, I'll move them over into the cock section for now.
Lots of people recommended I use kiln-dried sand on the loft floor, and actually, when mixed with a bit of lime, it's really effective, and you don't need to scrape every day, so I approve.
Come and have a look at some of these young birds then, Charlie.
Every time, like?
Yeah,
Huh?
10 past 11.
I know, but it might be in.
Yeah, you're right. They've been beaten last week if they're in there. So this is one that I picked up.
Pigeons from...
No, Callahan. No, Gallagher.
There you got 'em.
There's one. Do you know what they are?
Huh?
They're Marley Westrops. Do you remember Marley Westrop?
Yeah,
Long distance flyer. He had the roam cock, the bird that went to the Faroe Islands, and then it went to, you see that red down there, that red checker?
Are they doing 2 hours?
And then there's that black one, you see the black one in the background? It's just behind that beam, you probably can't see it. There's a grizzle there.
You got plenty of room.
There's plenty of room in there with the aviary as well.
Could be training now.
Yeah.
Training now, but, yeah.
I don't know about that, Charlie.
Yeah, but you can't have hens flying about on box perches. They're not bottom pairing up.
Yeah.
That's a wester time.
Yeah.
Big trees there want to come down. You start and cut them for bottom, not the top, the bottom.
Yeah. You can take the wrath of Carenza then when the wife says no.
As usual, Charlie forgot his hearing aids, which was fun.
Do you want a coffee?
Come out with the hearing aids.
You have. I told you. I told you.
I know, yeah. Come out my phone. Come out with the hearing aids.
You need to write a list. Write a list. Write a list. You can't hear anything I'm saying, can you? Charlie. You can't hear anything I'm saying, can you? You can't hear anything I'm saying, can you?
I can't hear. I can hear, but I didn't know what you're saying.
I knew it'd be a hard race for my birds, and it was way past the expected arrival of the leaders before the first one appeared.
Some might have, just not ours. Here we are. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, it's gone round again. Come on.
It could be down to the farm siren you can hear in the background, but it really didn't want to land.
Come on. Blooming heck. We're trapping like that. We're losing loads of time there, aren't we? Got my hat on. Come on. Come on. Bloody hell. Come on. Come on. What can you do? What can you do? I'll move out of the way. It's obviously frit. Come on. Yearling. Come on. It's a yearling, that's why. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 6, 7, 3, 5.
We lost a good minute and 20 seconds there, but that didn't really matter because it turned out we were over 5 minutes behind the leaders anyway.
Here we are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here's another one. Come on. We haven't had the fastest day, but that's certainly not going to help, is it? Thanks, Kyle.
Later in the week, I had a dilemma. Something had happened in the loft and it wasn't pleasant.
Right, so quite a worrying thing has happened. I've just come back from football training with Archie, and I thought I would let the birds have a fly because it's a nice evening, and they didn't get a proper fly out today. Now, I found, you can see the jug. I'll put the lights on because it's getting dark. Big puddle of blood on the floor. It's all congealed, and then you can see the footprint, and it's also on here, and that's still wet. And I thought, well, what's happened here? And it's there, and I found it's the mealy. There's something wrong with the mealy, but it's coming out of his throat. I thought he'd caught his foot, but I wonder if he's got something stuck in his throat, so I'm going to try and catch him and have a look, because he's getting it everywhere. Right, buddy, let's try and put this camera down. What's happened? Oh, I see. Okay. So, what's happened is that mesh on the aviary is bad news, because he's the second one to get his toe trapped in it. It's pulled the toenail off, which I'm glad. It's coming all down his throat, and he was making a kind of shape, mouthing, you know, like something stuck in his throat. I thought he might have an abscess or something. Actually, look at his toe. He's missing his claw from his middle toe. So that aviary needs to be changed. I mean, they struggle walking in it anyway. It's great because you never have to clean it other than underneath it, but that won't do. So, well, at least it's just your foot. Right, we'll get that cleaned up.
It's getting all over me. I'll have a shower in a minute.
I'll just give that a little wipe. Have you got it? Pigeon blood. I've already cut myself anyway. I'm so glad, because you could see it. Look at his throat. I thought it was cut his throat, but it's because he was scratching his throat. Right, so just.
Am I going to have to dab that again?
Yeah.
Or rinse it
His
again?
finger fell off.
Give it a quick thing, and then is it ready to? Is the glue ready to come out? Or do you need to cut the end?
Yeah, the glue's ready now.
Okay.
Tested it, yeah.
Right, let's go on that end then. Right, you ready?
Sorry. Right, now where?
Yep, on
Right,
the tip. Yeah, put plenty on.
Yeah.
Yep. I think. Wait. I think you got some on his other claw as well.
Sorry.
Super glue was invented by the Americans apparently in the war. Yeah. So they needed a way to stop people bleeding out quickly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You go put some more on. You got it on me.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to super glue the pigeon to me and pull all his feathers out. You're putting water on it. That's what sets it off.
Oh.
Right.
Sorry, it's very runny.
Go and get a bit on there, on the back.
It's hard to know like how much to squeeze
It's on
it,
the
you
tip.
know.
Right, that should do it. Well, it's only a toe wound, but I'm going to have to take that mesh off.
Yeah.
Because if you look at his throat there, I thought, blooming heck, what's coming out his mouth?
Yeah.
And it,
Poor thing. Will his toe grow back or not?
toenail, no.
No.
It's not his toe, it's just the nails pulled out of it.
Yeah.
And I think what's happening is there's a little bit where the wire joins the wood, and I think they're getting their claws caught in it.
Right.
And if they're fighting,
Yeah.
and then they can't get their leg out, it pulls it off.
Yeah.
That must be painful, eh? Looks like you're not going to the races this weekend.
Oh,
There's a lot of blood in there.
yeah.
Can I see it?
No.
It looks very. You can see
Sore.
actually though that where the nail finishes, it is quite a stub,
Yeah.
isn't it? But
Oh yeah. But so in the young bird loft, I've got slats and I was going to replace the slats for the wire, the mesh, because I was worried that, you know, if we had any weasels or stoats or anything like that, any mustelids coming by, they'd be able to get in there. But actually, it seems like it's a safer option, doesn't it? You right? You want to go back in? Okay. No, I think that'll be fine. It's certainly stopped it. It stopped it bleeding, hasn't it?
Yeah.
No, because if you spray the antiseptic spray, it's sealed already.
Yeah.
So I think we'll leave it at that.
All right then.
You can throw that sponge away.
Yeah.